Keith Thurman, Josesito Lopez, post fight, man. It was a good fight. This Keith Thurman get back fight in nearly 2 years. And Lopez was a good opponent. He didn't go in there to lay down. Thurman, to be honest, in the first half of the fight, Thurman looked good in there, man. It looked like he didn't even have a 2-year layoff. Especially it was easier because at that time Lopez was right in front of him. He was throwing a lot of wide punches, and Keith Thurman, he looked real slick in there. With Keith Thurman, with his defense, he always used foot movement. But in the first half of the fight, not only was he using foot movement, but he was using head movement and upper body movement as well. He was letting that jab go. And to be honest, I rarely ever seen Keith Thurman throw a jab. And he was even going to the body. I mean, just like I really seen him throw a jab, I never see him go to the goddamn body. When I seen him hit Chavez with a body shot to put him down. But other than that, he's a headhunter. We seen flashes of old Keith Thurman as well, having looping and wide shots too. But he was composed a whole lot. And primarily, it was all Keith Thurman in the first half of the fight. You know what I mean? Second half of the fight, oh, man. Before I get there, he did put Lopez down as well. He hit him with a good left hand, a left hook that put Lopez down. In the second round, I believe, they was both throwing punches. And Keith Thurman's shot got there a lot quicker than Lopez's shot. Because he was quick as fuck this fight as well. He was looking real slick and real good in there. Seventh round come, Lopez hit him with a phenomenal shot. I mean phenomenal. Not only I almost put him down, but I almost put him out, man. He had Keith Thurman running all over the goddamn ring. And he was landing some hellacious shots on Keith Thurman. But Keith Thurman was able to hold when he was supposed to, able to get out of the way some of the punches, and his legs was able just to keep him up. And when he kind of gained his composure, he kind of like boxed back a little bit. But that was all Lopez round. 8th round came, same thing. It was more of a, get back, get the cobwebs back in place for Keith Thurman. And, they both went back and forth. But I think Lopez still got that round. But for the remainder of the fight, even though Lopez was a game opponent and he kept pressing forward, it was all Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, even on the back foot, was able to control the fight, man, and land the harder shots, in my opinion. The 12th round came because Lopez went for the gusto. And I said, Lopez, only chance you have to win, you might as well do it is go for the gusto. And he did in that 7th round. And he basically, from the 7th round forward, he really was moving forward. He was always moving forward in the whole fight, but he had a sense of urgency in the second half of the fight, man. So he was a game opponent. And I'm glad he went in, even in the losing effort. Only gave him 2 rounds, but still, it was still a competitive fight, even though you're like, man, how the heck it be a competitive fight if you only gave him 2 rounds? But you'll be surprised. Some of those rounds was close. You know what I mean? I just think that Keith Thurman just had a better output and he landed the better shots, man. I'm just being totally honest. It shows you can't have tune-ups in this when you in this part of your career. It's no tune-ups, man. I know he had 2 years out for whatever the case may be, but these guys, you see, Lopez almost had a Tony Harrison moment. No, he didn't outbox him, but he almost knocked him out. And that's what I'm going to tell you guys. You guys going to continue to play and play and play, try to play with the fans, try to play with everybody, try to think you can take mediocre fights, that you can take these easier fights, and you're going to get quote-unquote exposed, man. I'm telling you. Keith Thurman was able to hold up and, move his legs and move his head in the 7th round just enough. So Lopez couldn't land, and he showed a lot of heart as well. So Lopez couldn't land a lot of those shots. Because when he hit him, that man do got a chance. Because Lopez hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. With that one punch he landed, man, dude, literally, when they replayed it, man, dude, it like he was about to knock his whole fucking ear off, man. His whole fucking face rearranged, ear shook, and every goddamn thing. That's how hard he hit Keith Thurman. He was able to battle back. But a lot of these guys playing games, man. And you know, after the fight, you know, he said, you know, he got shook. He took some rust off, you know, and stuff like that, because going 12 rounds was the best thing. Because this is the best thing that happened for Keith Thurman, to be honest. Getting hurt in the fight, going to 12 rounds in the fight, having an opponent that can take those punches, so you can see how your right hand and elbow and left hand is doing. As well, show some of your new moves, man. Because in my opinion, he was way better, you know, showing slickness and just showing boxing prowess in this fight that I've seen him ever. I'm just being totally honest. Throwing that jab was fucking quick, fast, in a hurry. Going to the body. I know you said you want to go to the body more, but just to throwing a jab and going to the body, throwing lead right uppercuts, lead left hooks. I mean, the dude, you know, throwing combinations here and there, quick, fast, and precise combinations. I mean, the man landed 45% of his power punches, which is fucking a lot. It ain't too many guys that can throw that many punches and land on that high percentage of power punches. You know what I mean? So, and he threw, like, the dude nearly threw 900 punches off a 2-year layoff. So it goes to tell me that man truly wasn't just sitting back and relaxing. He might have been waiting for everybody else to beat themselves up a little down or whatever, but he was in that motherfucker training, man. Because you don't go off the way he was looking, you don't go away 2 years and then come back and throw like nearly 900 punches, go life and death, sort of speaking, around. And to be able to move and, you know, finagle your way around the ring like that. You know, he showed some rust, but not like that. Now, you don't know too many people that can go 2 years off and throw fucking 900 punches their first fight back. I don't give a fuck who they fighting inside the damn ring. So, of course, fatigue set in the second half of the fight. You know, you start getting hit with punches harder. You're not going to be able to move all the time like that around the ring. You know, even though I believe he probably wanted to. He probably wanted to get him out of there. And he probably thought he wasn't going to get him out of there once he knocked him down early in the fight. But, you know, like I said, Lopez was the game opponent. And, you know, hey, man, I don't think, even though he got 8 losses now, I don't definitely think this is the end for Lopez, man. Of course, Keith Thurman called out Pacquiao. He said he wouldn't, or say he wouldn't. You know, he wouldn't talk to his team and management and all that. But if Pacquiao wanted to fight, you know, he said he'll even go to the Philippines to fight Pacquiao, man. But what y'all guys think about Keith Thurman's performance last night? And also what y'all think about Josesito Lopez, man? In my opinion, you know, I know he got all those losses, but I think, you know, he'll game opponent and he'll give a lot of those guys a run for their money, man. K Black. Oh, also, before I get out, what y'all think about Keith Thurman wanting to fight Pacquiao and not calling out the other title holders and Spence, Porter, and Crawford? K Black.